Alright, so here's my case, the Fractal Design Define R5. About to remove the side panels and get to installing some hardware. First, let me plug in the charger before the webcam dies. The camcorder dies. Excuse me. Jesus. Alright, we're good. So, about to remove the side panels and install the power supply. I don't know how well you guys can see, but these are the side panels, and holding those in are thumb screws. 2 on each side. 1, 2. Alright. Now for this side panel, the thumb screws are captive, which means that when you unscrew them, they stay in and they don't come out unless you want them to come out. So those just sitting there. Those don't come out unless you need to take them out, which I don't need to. So. Front side panel, rear side panel, left side, right side, depending on how you look at it. Okay, let's take these off. These just come right off. Now with the Fractal Design Define R5, they have sound dampening pads. I don't know how well you can see it due to the lighting. Sorry, I gotta fix that. But yeah, here's the left side panel. Here's the right side panel. Now with this side, we actually have a latch on the back. Which is right here. Sorry, right here. Slide that down and the door just comes right off. So, press this down, slide the door to the right. It's kind of like a door effect. You know, like the door just swings off, but there are no hinges on it. You just pop it off and it comes right off. So right now you're looking at the inside of my case. Here's my hard drive bay. I have 3 hard drives installed, 2 1TB drives and 1 500 gig. In the bottom here I have my, oh this lighting is terrible. Sorry, it's real ghetto. But I have my bottom mounted 140mm intake fan. There's a rear exhaust 140 fan, and I have the 2 140s as intake in the front. The power supply is going to be bottom mounted. It's going to be sucking air in from the bottom. And I might just leave this light like somewhere like there. This is the only light source in my room. So I'm sorry guys, it sucks, I know. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Alright. Let's flip the case around so you can see the awesome cable management I've done so far. Alright. So here are the 2 mounts for the SSD drives. This is a SATA connector connecting to my Blu-ray up there. These are front panel connectors, and this is my fan hub right here, which I can give you guys a closer look at. It's a Silverstone, hold on. Silverstone PWM fan hub. It was like 16 bucks off a Newegg, and I needed it to install all 4 fans on one drive, which then hooks into the, not drive, but device, which then plugs into the motherboard, which acts as 1 fan, PWM, but they're all 3-pin, so yeah. They work, but I just can't change the fan speeds. But I'm going to use a program called Speed Fan, which should allow me to change them, because I could do that on my old 3-pin fan, on my old HP. But yeah. There's a fan connector, and right now we're going to install the power supply. Sorry, it just kind of sucks how bad this lighting is. I should do this downstairs, but it's not quite downstairs. So, remember, I said I was going to make this fan side down so that it's intaking air and exhausting out the back. So it's going to go in like this. But right now I'm going to remove that sticker on there. So. Man, this lighting sucks. My God. Sweet. So remove that little smudge. Alright. Now let's install this bad boy. 600 watts of awesomeness. This is going to be one of those videos where I look back and I'm just shaking my head the whole time I'm watching. Like, why? Why is he doing this? But, yeah. These are the type of videos I like making, not gameplays and stuff. I don't mind making gameplays, just that, I don't know. I like doing stuff like this more. More interactive, I actually feel like I'm doing something. So we simply just stick this on the bottom here. Oh, it's that easy. It just sits in there just like that. Just like that. And you just take these cables and run them through those, God, you guys can't see anything. It just, yo, this sucks. Oh my God. Dang. Stick all these cords in right through there. The little grommet. So I'll do that right now. Just zoom in for you. There we go. That's what's up. Alright. Let me take my sweater off because I'm like really hot. Sorry about this, guys. I should have been prepared. And I don't think I'm going to be doing any editing to this video just because I don't have my editing software available at the moment. So this is all going to be just raw and uploaded the way it is. So whatever happens, happens. For example, my little brother walked in. I'm not editing that out. It's just going to be in the video. Right now I'm disconnecting the fans from the fan hub. Right. Here is the Silverstone fan hub, PWM fan hub. Give you some light there. There you go. Come on, focus. Alright. It supports up to 8 fans. And this little glossy texture right here. This is the port that you plug into your motherboard that detects the fan speed so you can control the fans. So if you're buying this, you wonder why you can't control the fans. It's because whichever fan is plugged into here is which one the device picks up as for the fan speed to control. So you want to put the main fan in here. It doesn't really matter which fan for my case, so I just plug in any fan there. Yeah. Oh, the light. My bad. The light. Right now I'm just going to run all these cables through that grommet right there. You know what? Actually, I'm going to screw the power supply in first. It's not something you have to do. I just prefer to screw it in now versus later. Make things easier for myself. Alright. Again, man, this lighting is awful. There we go. Oh, that's nice, guys. The power supply matches the case perfectly. The black one, oh my gosh, this is nice. I will most definitely modify this power supply with adding some white and blue to it, maybe. You know, if I choose to. So, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Here are the four screws. Got to screw into the power supply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got my little handy dandy screwdriver kit right here. Just find out which screw head fits best. And we got our winner. Boom. Stick that in there. Dropped another one. Amazing. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Alright, got the screw back. So, plug it in. Bam. Remember, crisscross, guys, crisscross. And don't screw them in all the way. Screw them in like halfway. Or 3/4 of the way. Again, double check, make sure it's seated properly, and then you tighten down all the screws. Again, don't screw them in too tight. You're not trying to strip the metal. You just want to make sure it's secure in there. For peace of mind, I like to make sure it's not going anywhere, so I just give it a nice little quarter turn, just a quarter turn. Oh, like that one, that wasn't in all the way, see? Gotta triple check. Alright, power supply screwed in. Now let's move on to the cable. Let me break this driver back down though, I won't be needing it anymore. So you guys will probably just be skipping all around in this video. I don't mind. Can't really make you do anything. So. Alright, let's back. So. Alright. Now we're gonna go back to pushing all those cords through the grommet right there. Common sense says to push the closest ones through first, so that's what I'm going to do, which are the SATA connectors. So we got 2 of those, which is a total of 6. Then we have our 4+4 pin connector for CPU power. Actually, I skipped one. Another SATA connector. Alright, the main 2 parts, we have the 20+4 pin connector and the 6+2 pin connector. Alright, now the power supply is installed. Let me just give you a quick little look at how it'll look with the side panel back on. For those of you who are curious, like I always was, but yet nobody would do it for me, so I'm gonna do it myself. God, this lighting, this lighting, this lighting. I don't even know where to put this thing. Only if I could leave it right there, but I can't. I'm not a magician, sorry. Whoops, my bad. For the first time ever, I will be removing the protector film. I'm going to put that back on as soon as possible. Due to lighting issues, you can't really see. Wow, that's actually not that bad. You guys can't see anything, but I can still see the yellow in the cord. There, you can see it right there. But when I tilt it up, like the way you'll be viewing it as a normal person, you cannot see them at all. So that's nice. I actually like that. The logo in the power supply isn't, you know, obnoxious. It's black and white, so it actually works out. I was expecting some nasty yellow text or red or something like that, but it's not that bad. It's pretty cool. Got a few fingerprint smudges. Gotta clean that up later. So, what do I do next? I don't have a motherboard. I don't have a power supply. I can show you guys my CPU cooler though. That should be pretty cool. So. Just gonna show you guys the back side of the case. All these freaking wires, oh my god. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt to manage all these cables, but it will be done. Because I like for my things to look nice. Oh. There's like no way to leave this thing hanging up. It's probably gonna be one of my worst videos, all because of the lighting. Alright, so these are all the connectors that came from the power supply right here. Just this is from the power supply. Set those to the side. We have our 3-pin connector for our rear exhaust fan. We have our two front intake 140 3-pin fans right here, connectors. And this is the bottom mounted 3-pin, oh my goodness. Bottom mounted 140mm 3-pin fan right here. This is the 3-pin connector. As I mentioned earlier, this is the SATA connector to the Blu-ray drive. And this little handful right here are all front panel connectors. Right here is your HD audio connector, USB 3.0 connector. This is your USB 2.0 connector, and these are the LED light indicators. You have the power switch, reset switch, and then you have the negative and positive power LED lights, and you also have the hard drive LED light, which they added from the Define R4. The Define R4, you'd have to plug in the power LED onto the hard drive port in your motherboard in order to get hard drive LED activity. But for the R5, you have the power LED separate from the hard drive LED. So now you have two different LEDs in your case from the R4. That's one of the differences. Alright, so I really wish this was modular. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna complain. No, nobody made me buy this. I wanted to buy it. So. Man. Ugh, these cables suck. Anyways, I'm gonna plug the fans back into the fan hub. And I'm gonna try to squish all these cables in here somewhere so that I can put the side panel back on. And the next video will be me unboxing the motherboard, processor, installing the processor into the motherboard, putting the CPU cooler on the motherboard, then installing the motherboard ought to be installed in the case, but then installing that, booting up the computer. If I have OS by then, installing the OS, and then we'll start playing some games. How about that? Yeah, we'll do that. So, plug this in to the topmost port because it's going to sit in like this, and there's no point putting it in the bottom versus the top. It's closer, so ease of access. Just plug it into the top port. Just give it a little shove in there. It's not going to click or anything. Just want to make sure it's all the way in. Now our bottom mounted 140 fan is going to plug into the bottom here too, And this plugs into the glossy part, the texture, glossy texture finish, the one that detects the speed of the fans. And you just plug in the other two, just right above that. Come on. This should not be this difficult. Oh, top. I'm smart. There we go. Alright. Boom. That easy. So now all 4 fans are installed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, from this end of the unit, we have our SATA connector for power. And then this is the 3-pin connector that plugs into the motherboard. So this SATA would plug into this from the power supply. Like so. Boom. Capiche? Capiche. Alright, cool. And then this would plug into the motherboard like I just said, but I don't have a motherboard right now. I broke my old one, unfortunately. But now I'm getting a new one that looks a lot nicer. A lot nicer. Jeez, I can't speak right now. Alright, anyways, we're gonna hotwire this power supply, green and black, negative, positive, to get it to turn on. We're gonna make sure it works. This isn't, like the best way of stress testing it, but at least I know the fan spin. So, I'm gonna get a paper clip. Let me zoom in on this. Oh, that's blurry. Is it gonna focus for me? Come on, focus. No? Come on, you can do it. You can do it, I trust you. You're not gonna focus? Let me back it out a little bit. Alright, so we have our green wire right there and a black wire right there. All you do is grab anything that conducts electricity, like a paper clip, and you plug those into there, and then you plug the power supply into the wall. I've never been electrocuted like this before, so I'm not going to tell you it's safe to do it this way. I'm not going to tell you it's not safe. Just do it at your own risk, okay? So, I'm going to go find a paper clip.